Good afternoon, everybody. It's Attorney Jim Aspel. I just wanted to give you a quick update as to where we stood with regard to legal proceedings in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. Here in Connecticut, we're now, we just this week entered phase 3 of our reopening. Restaurants are starting to allow indoor dining, albeit at a reduced capacity. Gyms are starting to open up and things are getting back to normal slowly but surely. Our numbers as far as the COVID situation are on a downward trend, and that's certainly encouraging. We're seeing clients in the office now in person. We've been doing that since the third week in May. We do ask that if you come to see us, you do come masked. We are masked when we meet with you, and that just sort of keeps everybody safe. Our office is big enough so that we can certainly maintain social distancing. 6 feet's no problem. If we're doing a deposition, a lot of those are still going forward by way of Zoom. Typically what my practice has been is to have the client come to our office. We are set up for Zoom depositions and been doing those quite routinely pretty much since the end of March. And again, the space is big enough so that it's not really an issue. Everybody can maintain social distancing and the deposition can proceed appropriately. So that's kind of where we are in the office. With respect to our core practice areas, workers' compensation, we've been doing hearings telephonically since the third week in March. We've kind of got that down to a science now, and while I certainly miss seeing my other workers' compensation practitioners in person, as well as the commissioners, it's always nice to hear a friendly voice on the other end of the line, and business is moving along quite smoothly. If you have a new work injury and you need to file the claim, the Workers' Compensation Commission is open and accepting claims. I would strongly encourage you to get the claim filed as soon as possible after you know that you've been hurt on the job. I'm more than happy to help you with that. There's no charge for those initial filings. That's not how we get paid. We don't get paid by the hour to do things like that, and that really does protect your interests. So don't let the coronavirus be a deferment to you filing your workers' compensation claim in a timely manner. The statute of limitations are not relaxed, and we do got to get those filings in. So that's where we are with workers' compensation. Social Security disability hearings. Before the pandemic hit, it's interesting. The wait time for hearings in Hartford was somewhere between 330 and 380 days. It was close to a year or a little bit more than that. We've been doing the hearings telephonically now since, again, the end of March, and they're moving very, very quickly. The backlog is getting reduced, and we're getting telephonic hearings scheduled quite frequently within 2 or 3 months of filing the request for an ALJ appeal. So that's some really good news on the Social Security disability front. The other thing that I've noticed on the Social Security disability front is that more and more cases are being approved on the papers. So in other words, we filed the ALJ appeal and somebody is clearly looking at the thing, and these files are being approved without the need for hearing. So that's really optimistic, and I'm glad to see that. As far as procedurally, the SSA telephonic hearings, they're not going quite as smoothly as the workers' comp hearings, primarily because we have to have 3 or 4 people on the call, and people do get dropped, but we're getting through it, and I'd be happy to help you with anything in that regard as well. But the good news, like I say, with the Social Security hearings is that at least the cases are being heard more and more quickly, so the backlog is starting to be reduced. Finally, with regard to the Chapter 7 bankruptcy practice, we're still filing those, and we're happy to help you with that. We've offered affordable Chapter 7 bankruptcy filing since 2006, and I'm always happy to help people with that. I try to be an affordable option, and you just get rid of the debt and clean you up without any muss or fuss. I don't think you need to pay $3,000 or $5,000 to get a Chapter 7 bankruptcy filed. I personally think that's just ridiculous. So in any event, the bankruptcy court is open for filing. The U.S. Trustee's Office sent us guidance this week that the 341, the meetings of creditors, those are going to continue to be held telephonically for cases filed through October 10th. So for the foreseeable future, we're going to be doing the bankruptcy meetings telephonically. Again, what I do is I have the client come here. They're in our office. We have the bankruptcy trustee on the other line, and we do a conference call, and it's been moving quite smoothly that way. So we're more than happy to help you with that. But again, don't let the virus be any kind of deterrent to you filing your Chapter 7 bankruptcy case. Those courts are open and those matters are proceeding. So that's kind of where we are 3 months in. Things are getting better. There's some good news in there. Again, the Social Security hearings, that's been a pleasant surprise, and the workers' comp matters are proceeding very, very smoothly, and I'm very happy about that. The civil courts continues to be a different story. moving slowly forward in fits and starts. I don't know where the Connecticut Judicial Branch is in terms of technology, but it's certainly on a different page than our office is. So we'll hope for the best with that, and I can help you with that as best I can as your questions arise. Thanks. I do hope you have a great Father's Day weekend. The weather's beautiful, and if you need any help with any of our core practice areas, workers' compensation, Social Security, disability, or Chapter 7 bankruptcy, we are available in Farmington, and I would welcome your call at any time. The consultation is always free. 860-523-8783. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks.